Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's going to be part 2. I'm going to rip this apart, change, this would be the left arm, bottom arm, and I'm going to change the left dog bone. This isn't dog bone, it's a CBD, or I guess that's what they're called. And then we're going to pull the pin out and see if we got a bent pin or not. If not, we just bought, a couple pins just to have. This one didn't do anything to it. I hope the pin up here is not bent. It doesn't look like anything's bent, but we'll see when we pull it apart. The video before that, this I'm glad I did the RC hop-ups steering bell crank and all that, because when I pulled this out, I'm glad I took it apart. This aluminum piece that goes across here, you can see it right here. It's the RC hop-up new one. This was bent. I mean, it had a bad bow into it, and I didn't realize it till I pulled it all apart, and then I saw it was bent up. So when it hit the wall, it bent this up too. But I did pound it straight, so it's nice and straight now. So I put it all in like a kit, just in case I ever got to put it back in the car. If I crash and hit this one and break this one or something at a race, I can try to throw it all back together. And if you can see here, I don't know if you can see that yet or not, but how it came out right here, right there, you can stick your fingernail in there, and every time I hit something or hit a bump or rub a wall, it pulls out a little bit. And I've already tightened it up a couple times, and that's why we're going to replace that. And since I'm in here, I'm going to change the diff oil, get some fresh diff oil in there, some fluids in there. And that's it. So let's do that. And like I mentioned in RC Hop-Ups, guys, the last video, I got a 10% coupon for them. rchopups.net. Go there, put Kurt's RCs. I'll leave a link down below for the code, and you get 10% off the whole store, whatever's in that on site there. All right, so yeah, let's get started. Let's take these shocks off. Number 2. So we'll take these out. This just helps get into everything there. I am going to start a new one of these just because I'm working on something different. I like to have everything together that I'm working on at that time. So now the shock should come up. I'll find me a rubber band. Let's see, hopefully this one's good. It's been sitting in there for a little while. And we're just going to throw a couple little loops on it. And boom, they're out of the way. They stay out of the way. Okay. It looks like a couple screws there. Get this little plate off in the front. And I'm going to clean all this stuff up too, make it all nice and purty. Just put that there for now. Just clean this off so we don't get no contamination in here. All right, let's see. I don't really want to take this whole thing apart, so we are going to go here on the side, I think. Right, then we got to take to the screw in here, maybe. Yep. Get the handy wrench out here. Should be not super tight because I did take this apart on the track. Luckily it wasn't too bad. So make sure we don't lose that pin. You do need, I believe it's a 5mm. I have to find it. It's this one right here. 4.5 is what it is, okay? Take this bottom one off. So you have this. There's going to be a cup in there. I want to make sure you don't lose that cup. You got the cup, goes on the ball. And I believe this one is a 2.5 right here to get this ball out. Right inside there. Let's see, let's zoom you out. Oops. All right. Yeah, let's get some light on this thing. Help us all see what we're doing. So the last time I just screwed it in there, but just to get me through the race. I'm not the best racer in the world, but it's just fun being out there hanging out with the guys. It's a good time. Okay, so that's out. Let's take this out. So yeah, you can just see right in there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's just a little tweak. But all this other stuff's still good, so I'm gonna keep all this. I'll throw a little, I'll probably just throw all that in the bag, because it will work to go bash something else, you know what I mean? So let's take this off. This has got to come off to take the door apart. Yeah, because that's all smooth. Everything else is all smooth, moving. I was going to buy these, but I didn't see any reason they're not broken or cracked. All the bearings are working good. So let's pull this. Yeah, you can see that's bent too. Glad I bought that. I didn't buy any of this stuff, you know. I mean, I didn't take any of this apart, which was a shame on me, but I don't know if you can see that on camera, guys, but it looks like a little S. It's bent here and it's bent here. Okay, that is bad. I might be able to straighten it, but I don't know. I'll probably just throw this in the, I don't know what I'd use it for. Maybe to cut it to, I don't know. But yeah, that's horrible. It's, I hit the wall pretty good. I didn't think I did, but yeah, I did, you know. So I'm probably gonna put a screw or a, let's see, I'm gonna make sure I put this in the right way. So this is like that and that. I'll put this one back in so I don't mess it up and forget where it was. Sorry, I took you off the line. So all I did was swap this over. This came out of this hole. I putting this one in the new one so I don't put it in wrong or backwards or whatever. Just doing it right away. Okay. Still got movement. And I am gonna, since I have this here, I'm gonna pull this one up a little bit. Not a little too much. Maybe a little bit more down. Yeah, a little more down. We'll have to mess with this and get it lined back up again. I had it down to get the suspension down. All right, so let's, I don't know if that's threaded in there or not. Let me see. Yes, it's already threaded in there, guys, so when you're putting these back in, try to get them straight. I know sometimes they're a pain, but yeah, let's see if we can get that back in there, huh? Are we on camera here? I'm gonna try to do try to get it as straight as possible. They have a tool. I think somebody has a tool. I forget who it is. I think it's M2C Racing. That's something to where they use to keep it straight or something like that. Somebody does that I saw, but you don't want to crank too much in there. You want to just snug that up in there. Okay, there you go. Bam. Yeah, I don't think I want to put that back in there quite yet. I'm gonna put this ball back in here though. Let's see, let's fix this camera for you guys first, huh? I keep pulling it back on us. Let's do that. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, there we go. You can get a little, hopefully that'll help a little bit more. So I'm gonna put this in there. Oh no, this is the piece that's horrible to get in. It wasn't that one. That one's not so bad. It's this one right here. So what I do is I take that thing out of there and then you stick it in here. I don't know, hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Stick it in here and go backwards. And once it falls into place, then you screw it. And you can do it by hand. It's the best way to do it. Don't do it with too big of a tool. A little bit of slack. See how it's stiff now? It doesn't slide in or out or move around at all. You can't feel it bouncing around inside there. That's perfect. It moves. Okay. It's freely. That's how you want it. Okay. A lot of you know that already. A lot of you don't. We're gonna go from there. We're gonna clean up the rust. Let's just keep on moving. Let's pull this side out too. I don't know. We might have hit it hard enough to bend that one too, but I'm thinking it was just this side because this arm, this one isn't bent. Nothing else popped out. Everything else is nice and tight. This top one's tight. So let's take this out. I don't know if you can tell her. Yeah, maybe you can. Right here, this one's bent way up. See how that one's bent up? These are touching each other. And this one's right here is bent that way up. So yeah, it got pretty wrecked. This one's still good though. I'll put this one in here just because we're gonna pull this all out and clean this all up real good. Kill out all the oil and dirt and grease and grime and all over it. We're gonna make it look clean, guys. Let's get a couple more rags. I should have done this live, but I don't know. I like just sometimes just talking to you guys in the camera for a little bit, not paying attention to the chat. Let's knock some of this stuff off. Don't get too much in there. We're gonna have to clean that whole thing out. It's just a mess. That's the bad thing about these Arrmas. These they seal, but they don't seal. I don't know if you guys, whoever has an Arrma knows. They sit on this chassis right here, and it just sits on the metal. And they should have given you a little gasket, which I think Basher Queen. She sells a ton of carbon fiber for these cars, for the Arrma 6S lineup. Plus other stuff she sells, but a lot of 6S Arrma stuff. And she sells the little gaskets. I should have got some of those. Maybe next time I'll grab some. I don't think they're very expensive, and you get a few of them, I think. I see a couple other guys use them. And those, I think they're just like little paper gaskets, I think is what they are. But, yeah. Man, dirty. It's filthy. Man, what's chewing up that thing, huh? Man, what is that? What is back there? It's chewing that up. Oh, rocks get in there, guys. That's what it is. Yeah. It's a road course that we're on, but whew, it's got definitely got some issues. I'm glad that's on there because the cup inside, it protects that cup inside. So, yeah. It's just dirty. I should take this whole thing apart, but I should take the whole thing out of there. I think I will take this whole. It's just tight in there, guys. That's all it is. There it goes. Try to keep all that together and just clean this out. Yeah, look at that. That was all winter racing, guys. That track was a mess. Pull the stiff out. Don't forget about the shims on the side. You just have one on that side. What's on the right side? Yeah, we're gonna put some new stuff in there. I'm gonna put this here. Here. Let's get this cleaned up and take it apart. I imagine that's going to be a 2.0 in there, maybe a 1. Might be a 1 in there. Let's see. I think it's pretty chewed up in there. I don't know if there's anything in there anymore. Yeah, got it. I just think this thing, the plastic piece slid on it or something. Man, that was rough. Oh, I did cut myself. Ah! Alright, so it's just a plastic piece. We'll probably put it back over it. I think I'll shave this down just a hair. Clean that up, shave that down. Alright, got it off of there though. Whew, that was that was a workout. So close this bad boy up. Get rid of all the knives, so poke myself again. That's gonna swell up. Can't believe I stabbed one of that into my arm, my hand. Clean up the screws. All right, I think I got these things pretty well cleaned up. I'll let them dry off a little bit now. You know, nice and no grime, no grit on them no more. Let's see what we got here. All right, so I had taken the diff case out. Put new fluid in it, cleaned it all up, cleaned all the grease out of it and oil and all that stuff. So now I've been putting everything back together, and I forgot to turn the camera on. So, so we are gonna build my mess here. Let's see, I have some grease here. The anti-wear grease. And we're going to use some CDD oil. Let's see. I just put a little grease on there, making sure everything's spinning right. Put the cup in here. grease on that. Spin her around. She moves in there fine. And then you just line the holes up. Put the pin in. Okay. Line that hole up. And when you slide it in to your bearing, it holds it in there. Okay. This goes in the cup. This goes down here like so. I'm gonna rebuild that one too. Let's put this in there first, huh? So then make sure your holes are lined up. Put your pin in. You want to make sure that's flush on both sides. That way when you put your wheel on, it doesn't bind up on that and make it hard to slide your wheel on. Because if you don't put it, I like taking my wrench and putting it on that. That way you know it's in the right spot. And then tighten this. Tighten this screw up. I don't know what size it is. Oh, that's a dum-dum. So, the new ones don't come with that, which doesn't make any sense to me why they would have taken this screw out, but I guess they want you to buy these screws. So let's clean that real good. Okay. Get all the oils and stuff off of there. Let's see if this is it. Yeah, it's still wet. I'm gonna put a little bit on there. I don't want a ton on there because I don't know why they didn't give us that part. Unless they did and I didn't pay attention. That's the bad thing about buying a product like this. You would have thought that piece would have been in there since everything else is in there, but they must have put it with the screw kit, is what they do. They sell it. They sell all the screws as one. Okay. So there you go. We're back in now. Put this one here. This one here. We need a new pin. I like to leave these inside the package so we know which pins those are. Get rid of the S-shaped one and put a straight one in there. There we go. And that's where we're gonna have issues. I shouldn't have put the cap on yet. Pull that out. Usually you take the cap off and you stick them inside the torsion bar first, but I did not do that, so I'll just take it off of here and try to line it up like so. Make sure that's still in there. This is where it gets a pain. Everything's got to line up just right. You get everything together just right. Make sure it's down there all the way. And we'll do the same thing with this one. Actually, I want to grease this one up. Make sure it's greased up. Alright, looks like it all lines up good. It's all flush. Still need to grease that. It's turning good. This one's a little tight. Actually both the same, so that's why. Much better. All right. I'm thinking these ones went in here, but I'm not positive. Huh. Thinking that's where those ones went. We will see how far they come out the bottom there, huh? Let's see. Well, maybe not. Oh, it's wrong size. out that way, but a little bit, but looks like there was a hole down there already, like they already came through there, so I'm thinking that's what those are. Everything else went in the right spot, so then we get these ones. And these up. Make sure this is somewhat centered. I could have it. Let's see. Okay. Just back over here with the pile of stuff. Let's see here. Torsion bar is working when one lifts up, and they both lift up. All right. Everything's spinning nice and smooth. Guess I could have cleaned this side a little bit better, but looks good. Looks good, guys. Looks good. All right. Now we're going to put it all together. So I'm going to clean up just a little bit so I can get things moved around, and then I'll be back.